it's Eva, and some of you guys have been mentioning that you guys noticed that my hair has changed and that you wanted an update video. So here it is, but I figured I might as well toss in a how I keep it kind of healthy looking and not looking like straw, since I have colored my hair quite a lot in the past couple of years. Okay, so obviously the most noticeable thing is that I got my hair trimmed. It's much shorter. I actually really like this length. I don't think I ever want to go back to long hair just because it gets in the way, it gets caught on like straps for backpacks, and it just, whenever you curl it, it gets weighed down so quickly because I have so much hair, and it's just, I don't know, I kind of really like medium / short hair. I don't know what length you would specify this as, because I think length kind of just depends on preference. But anyways, I got my hair trimmed, lightened, and colored by Connor at Studio Fontana, thanks to Matrix, whom I'm actually working with for this video. The process was pretty cool because usually when I go and ask for like ombre and balayage, kind of like fusion type of thing at salons for the past couple of years, they've always kind of just done the teasing technique with foil, but this time Connor actually painted it on, which is really cool, and I actually really like the way that it looks a lot better when it's painted rather than when it's teased, just because it looks more natural, I suppose you could say, and the colors blend a lot better with my natural hair color. It's just personal preference. I like painted more often. It's just for some reason nobody really does it. Everyone does a teasing thing. Maybe it's like a time saving thing, I'm not sure. But because it was painted, I'm not sure if they always use saran wrap when it's actually painted, but saran wrap is such a nice thing to have on your hair when you're coloring it rather than tin foil, because everywhere else that I've gone always uses tin foil, and me, I have a lot of hair, so it takes a lot of tin foil in my hair. They always have to go back and make more tin foil, you know, sheets and everything to dye my hair, and it's just, it gets really heavy. Like my neck tends to hurt after, and not to mention you have to just stay under that heat thing with that heavy hunk of metal basically on your head, and it's pretty awful. But Connor used saran wrap, which is really nice because my neck was not hurting after. It was more relaxing, and I could actually breathe, because sometimes the foil tends to like get in front of my face and I'm like, I'm just suffocating, but you know, it's fine. I'm just, you know, so I really appreciate the fact that Connor used saran wrap. Also, this might be something worth mentioning, but sometimes in comments I have a lot of people ask me what the name of the color that I use in my hair is for like older videos and new ones, and it's kind of like when I go to salons, I don't necessarily have a specific color or style or anything in mind really. It's just like a general thing, and I kind of leave it up to them to decide what they want to do with my hair. So basically when I went to Connor, I told him that I wanted shorter hair, so anywhere like around here, I didn't really have a specific place, and I wanted it to be balayage. I wanted it to blend nice so that when my hair grows out, I don't always have to re-dye it and it's not gonna have that stupid straight line, and that I wanted it purple because purple is pretty much the only color that doesn't fade to something strange, so it's pretty low maintenance in my opinion. So because of that, I don't have any specific color, so I'm so sorry that you guys can't just go to the salon and be like, I want this color. But that's just it. I kind of just leave it up to the stylist, because I usually go to stylists that I really trust because I do a lot of research into it. But I mean, if anybody ever wants my hair, you can just bring in like a video or a picture and to just be like, this is what I want. Because sometimes I do bring in examples as well. I just kind of favorite it on Instagram and just show it to them, and it's like, I want this, so give it to me. Also, I never really knew that this was a thing, but he actually used permanent dye first with the purple, and then he used another temporary purple dye on top, just so that it's kind of like an extra layer of protection to kind of keep the color in there longer. So basically the first thing that's gonna wash off is not the permanent color, but it's actually the temporary one, which I thought was really interesting because I just didn't think that was a thing, and that's actually pretty smart. I thought that was genius, and my hair color has actually lasted me for quite a while now, and it's been quite a few weeks that I've had it dyed. Also, all the products that were used in my hair were actually from Matrix, so I kind of got like the whole Matrix experience since I was working with them for this video. It was also really cool getting the whole Matrix experience because they actually explained everything that they did to my hair, why they did it, what they put in my hair, and what they did with the products, and what the products are for. Because usually when I go to salons, it's kind of like they don't really say much. Well, they talk like small talk and whatnot, but in terms of what they're doing to my hair, they don't really go in depth to it. So it's kind of like me just sitting there like, wonder what my hair's gonna look like at the end. I don't even know what they're doing, but they're doing something to my hair. So it was really cool because he explains all the benefits of the products and what he was doing step by step along the way, which is really nice because it kind of made me feel more reassured, even though like I already trusted him and everything, but it kind of makes you feel more at ease knowing that like he's explaining everything that he knows to you because he obviously knows what he's doing. But yeah, that's pretty much the rundown of everything that happens with me dyeing, cutting, lightening my hair. And if you guys do have any more questions, feel free to leave them down below. I just usually don't know what specifically you guys want to hear from me in terms of updates on my hair, but that's basically the whole experience and what I got for my hair. Okay, so besides that, let's talk about treating your hair, because I've had my hair dyed and lightened and I just haven't had virgin black hair for a very, very, very long time. It's been years and I don't even remember the last time I had just plain black hair, just because I just feel so plain and boring with, you know, normal black hair since I've had it for pretty much my whole life. And recently I just feel like colors kind of makes it more fun, and when I wear black it doesn't blend in and it gives it more dimension, you know? Plus, for Instagram, it's like an easy way to add color to your feed without actually wearing color. Like, I even remember when I was younger, my parents would not let me dye my hair until I turned 16, and even then I went to the drugstore and got some lightening product that was like activated by the sun or something, and you basically sprayed it on your hair, sat in the sun, and it would lighten it up. I think it was like lemon as its main ingredient or something like that, and I would not recommend that because it became very splotchy and it also damaged my hair a lot, but that just goes to show how long I've been dyeing my hair or lightening it. So obviously if I'm going to be doing that many chemical treatments on my hair, it obviously needs some care so it doesn't feel like straw, and I'm pretty proud to say that my hair has not felt like straw in a very, very long time, because I actually really care about it, because I just feel like even if your hair has a nice color, it's not gonna look nice if it's gonna look dead. So you have to make sure that it looks nice, soft, silky, and healthy. Because what's the point of spending so much money on your hair if it's gonna look bad at the end anyways because your hair is dead, you know? So first things first, get some products that focus on really repairing your hair and making it super healthy. For example, Matrix actually has a 3-step rebond system for your hair, and it focuses solely on just repairing your hair, nothing else. The first step is shampoo, which is straightforward. The second one is pre-conditioner, which was actually new to me, so it was kind of really interesting to be able to try it out. And you basically apply it, wait a little bit, and then you go into the third step, which is the conditioner. And at this point, you should still have the pre-conditioner in your hair because you do not want to wash it out right after you use it. You're actually going to apply the conditioner, wait a little bit, and then wash everything out. Also, you know that it's a really concentrated product when you're only supposed to use it once a week rather than every hair wash. The line is actually in 3 separate bottles in 3 separate steps because each bottle and step does its job very well. Like, it literally has that one job and it nails it. So rather than combining the bottles and steps into maybe like 1 or 2, they actually separated all 3 so that it doesn't have to compromise quality or anything. The rebond system also has no fragrance at all, so if you guys are sensitive to smells, then that's perfect for you guys. But the main reason why there's no smell at all is not just because of that, but mainly because its main focus is literally only to repair your hair. So fragrance is really not one of its priorities at all. It's literally just to repair your hair and make it feel nice. So if you're looking for something that really moisturizes and repairs your hair, then I would totally recommend this if you've gone through a lot of chemical services like bleaching, lightening, coloring, and all that stuff that might make your hair feel a lot more brittle, and you really just want to give it more life so it looks a lot more healthier. So if you really need that, then try the rebond system from Matrix. Other than that, there are the more obvious ones that I feel like I repeat a lot, but they're really very, very important tips. One of them is to avoid heat, because obviously heat products do damage your hair, even blow drying as well. So if possible, try to go for a lower heat setting when you're blow drying your hair or when you're curling / straightening. It does take a little longer. You do have to hold the tool there for a little longer, but it doesn't expose your hair to like a very burning temperature that's really gonna damage your hair. And obviously heat protectants are a thing, so if you can use it because it will help. And this is something that I'm pretty big on, and it's basically not washing your hair. There are so many benefits to not washing your hair every day and to just not washing hair often at all. I try to only wash my hair once or twice a week just because, one, I really hate washing my hair. It's a lot of work and it's also colored and I have to just make sure that it doesn't drip everywhere and everything, and it's just a whole mess. So out of laziness, I just don't like washing my hair. Also, shampoos can strip your hair with oils, and if you let your hair naturally produce oils, eventually it will get used to it and it won't overproduce oils, making it excessively oily for just overcompensating for the lack of oils that it has. I believe I mentioned this before, but if you guys have a Boar bristle brush, those are pretty amazing if you guys have really rough hair. All you really do with it is you comb your hair over and over with it, and it distributes all the oil from your scalp to the shafts of your hair, and your hair does actually feel a lot softer and silkier. And finally, when you do have to wash your hair, wash it in cold water, because cold water actually makes the dye run out a lot less than hot water, and this is mainly just for keeping the hair dye in your hair, because if you're spending a lot of money, you want to make sure that your hair stays that color for a very long time. And if you're like me and you like steaming hot showers and you refuse to take cold showers, because anybody that takes cold showers is crazy in my opinion, because you gotta have steamy warm showers for it to be comfortable. But if you have the same problem as me, what I do is that I wear a shower cap and I take my nice hot warm steamy shower as usual, and then when I'm done I turn it off, you know, dry my body, put on like a sweater or something that will protect my body so cold water doesn't splash on it basically. And then I just flip my hair under the tap and wash it like that. That way the only thing that's exposed to the cold water is my hair and my scalp. Plus my hands, I guess, because I'm lathering it. Alright, and that's about it. That's everything about the Matrix experience I got in terms of getting this hair that you see right now, and also how I keep it so healthy looking and making sure that it does not feel like straw, because nobody wants that. If you guys want details like product links as well as the salon, I will leave it in the description box down below. If you guys have any questions, I'll try my best to answer them. Just leave them down below. Also, let me know, what color is your hair? Did you dye it recently? Are you going to dye it? Or what's your dream hair color? Let me know down below in the comment box. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up if you like these videos. If you do want to see future videos, or if you have any suggestions, leave them down below as well. And make sure you subscribe for weekly videos. I'll see y'all later. Bye!